Take care of yourself and each other. Good night.
Good job.
KUAM TVH, first on Guam. KUAM News headlines are presented by Calvo's Insurance, protecting Micronesia for 85 years. Matson and the Adahi Itano program. Apply at matson.com. New Jeep Gladiators receive 20% off now at Cars Plus. Named the best vehicle for adventure in 2024. Get your Jeep Gladiator today at Cars Plus. McDonald's of Guam, I'm loving it. And King's Restaurant, serving your local breakfast, lunch, and dinner favorites for over 45 years.
Ahead on KUAM News Primetime.
For the judge to give the max, I think is a little bit of comfort to the family.
The widow of Navy veteran Adam Messier confronts one of the men accused in the killing, defendant Curtis Blas, learning his fate in local court.
Plus, a viral video of Guam police officers kicking and tasering a man on the ground. Now those officers are under investigation.
FestPac 2024 begins to wrap up this weekend. I'm Tomas Manglonia with a full story from Hawaii as we meet with delegates who traveled from across the U.S. with ties to the Marianas.
Hafid and good evening. Welcome to KUAM News Primetime. I'm Nick Delgado.
And I'm Destiny Cruz. Viva Fresco Friday. Thank you so much for ending your week here with us. Well, we start off with heartbreaking testimony today from the family of a Navy veteran who was brutally killed 7 years ago.
One of the defendants charged in the case learned his fate in Superior Court. Defendant Curtis Blas showed no remorse for the crime he committed before the judge sentenced him to 10 years behind bars.
Defendant Curtis Blas will spend a decade locked up in the Department of Corrections prison in connection to the killing of Navy veteran Adam Messier. Blas declined to testify during sentencing before Superior Court Judge John Terlahi Friday. While he admitted to charges of aggravated assault, destruction of evidence, and desecration of a corpse, prosecutors saying today he hasn't shown remorse for his crime. Blas, along with co-defendant Donovan Carriaga and Brandon Flaherty, were arrested in connection to Messier's murder. Authorities saying they beat him inside his condo in Upper Tumon in September of 2017, then disposed of his body, which detectives found in Jigo in 2021. Joanne Messier is Adam's widow, who was in tears as she came face-to-face with Blas inside the courtroom.
So many balls have been dropped in this case, and his remains were treated very, very poorly. So for the judge to give the max, I think is a little bit of comfort to the family. And it's just finally, it's like one of the few times we haven't been let down in this whole case. And that's what's really good. So I really appreciate Wester Lahi. He's very, very honorable.
How are the kids doing?
So his son was 11 when he disappeared. And his son just graduated last month from high school. So he still graduated, his daughter's graduated, his eldest daughter had already graduated by the time he went missing.
She told the court of the dozens who helped the family get through the years of grief.
Because it was so hard and all I wanted to do was curl up in a ball and stay in bed. That's all he wanted, especially when he was missing. And I knew the day he was missing that he was missing because he would never leave his kids alone. Never like that.
Messier's family also testified via Zoom, his mother, Patty, stating, "This wound is too deep to heal. Nothing will ever close the hole in my heart from losing Adam." His father, Walter, stating his remains were returned to us in 3 boxes, not a body. I live through this pain every day. His sister, Danielle, saying, "There's no such thing as closure when your sibling is murdered. We will never have closure because we will never have Adam." Others also chiming in, sharing memories of the decorated Navy veteran and the heartache still being felt years later. Investigators learned Messier was murdered after he tried to stop drug activity from occurring at his apartment. Carriaga and Flaherty have yet to have their day in court. Blas' defense attorney, Terrence Timblin.
Their trial.
Well, they're, of course, facing charges of murder, which, if they're convicted, of course, will have a far greater sentence if convicted, and that's up to the judge, court, plea agreement, or jury to decide.
Put your hands behind your back. Stop resisting. Stop resisting. Stop resisting.
Concerns of police brutality and excessive force. This as disturbing images circulating online of a man who was kicked and repeatedly tasered by Guam police officers. This also unfolding during an incident Thursday night. The video has since gone viral, upsetting quite a few members in the community.
Now an investigation underway into the officer's actions caught on camera. Guam Police spokesperson Officer Berlin Sevilla saying Chief Stephen Ignacio confirmed receipt of a viral video of officers responding to a call received yesterday. All reports of investigations are being gathered at this time, and Chief also ordered for an internal affairs investigation into the matter. Sevilla adding the officers in that video remain on duty. 2 lives lost. That's what prosecutors said today as defendant Bradley Jared Borja learned his fate in the Superior Court of Guam. Borja is convicted in a deadly crash in Jigo that killed an expectant mother back in 2021. She was 22 weeks pregnant. He was charged with vehicular homicide. Prosecutor Sean Brown telling the court the victim's father said Borja deprived him of a grandchild. Borja apologized for the tragedy and his family asked the court for leniency. But Brown argued Borja admitted he had used opioids and drank alcohol the night of the crash. Borja was sentenced to 8 years in prison. Presiding Judge Lamarena ordering he pay the victim's family for any financial burdens.
A level 1 sex offender gets 5 years added to his sentence after he failed to report to his probation officer as required by law. 49-year-old Rodney Dean Gogo appeared before presiding Judge Alberto Lamarena in Superior Court today. Gogo pleaded guilty to failure to verify registration as a sex offender. It was said in court he did not report his change of address as well. Gogo was convicted in 2015 on second-degree criminal sexual conduct charges in a sex abuse case involving a 6-year-old girl.
Another arrest is made in connection to the violent gang activity that authorities say involved co-defendants Mesanwam Repwak and Jun Monu. 22-year-old Parvin Spiroy, who you see on your screen there, charged twice with aggravated assault and reckless conduct. Court documents state Spiroy is involved in the attempted carjacking incident in Sinahanya last month. Spiroy then allegedly tried to fight the victims before taking off. Police tracked him down Thursday afternoon and made the arrest.
Day 3 now in a manhunt for a suspect wanted in connection to the recent violent gang activity. 29-year-old DJ Tusio remains on the run from authorities. He is believed to be armed and dangerous. Tusio is wanted for questioning in connection to the May 3rd shooting in Mighty that sent a teenage girl to the hospital. If you spot him, you are asked to report it to police immediately at 671-475-8615 through 17.
The search continues for a new chief medical examiner.
The search ongoing as a public hearing is held today on Bill 270. Introduced by Speaker Therese Terlahi, the bill deals with the employment of medical legal death investigators. It aims to improve the quality of criminal investigations and the ability to prove cases at trial before jurors and judges under the highest burden of proof that is beyond a reasonable doubt. AG Douglas Moylan in a release states, the people deserve to have a properly staffed chief medical examiner's office to protect their legal interests.
He adds that Guam needs a full-time medical examiner in an effort to modernize the CME's office and to attract a new CME. The AG's office supports the addition of a death investigator to the staffing pattern. As KUAM reported, Dr. Jeffrey Nunn resigned as CME in April, but has entered into a new agreement, serving in an acting capacity until a new medical examiner is found. The last of the Typhoon Mawar waste has been cleared at the former disposal site in Tidzin. KUAM getting these images of Department of Public Works drivers hauling at least 3 truckloads of tires to another location in Jigo. This is along Chalan Paharu, where other tires have been dumped.
DPW Deputy Director Linda Ibanez says crews removed the tires from Tizan to prevent any potential health hazards like dengue fever from spreading at nearby schools. She adds the Jigo location is a government-owned property that was intended to be an impound lot for the Guam Police Department. For now, they are using it to hold the mounds of tires until they can get it properly shredded and disposed. DPW plans to clean up the tires in Jigo once the procurement contract is in place. No word how soon that will occur.
An oversight hearing in the nation's capital to address the issue of data gaps for the territories.
Plus, a blessed feeling for a new charter school promoting the Chamoru language and culture. The school approved to open its doors.
Half-a-day Fresco Fridays on KUAM News. Presented by Fresco Clothing, original custom design apparel of Guam and the Marianas. Located in Hagåtña, just across from the Gani Shopping Center.
Honey, do you want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
Find a plan that goes with your flow. Get unlimited local talk, text, and data at the most affordable rate with Unlimited Flow Postpaid.
Welcome back to Primetime. Now to the nation's capital. The House Natural Resources Committee held an oversight hearing examining GAO's findings to address data gaps and improve data collection in the territories. This comes after the Government Accountability Office's recently released report indicating that there are challenges in securing sufficient data from the territories, and these gaps may result in a shortage of federal assistance. Here's CNMI Congressman Gregory Khalili Sablan and Guam Delegate James Moylan questioning the witnesses.
We all know that data policymakers can take for granted the states often does not exist for the data granted the states have does not exist for the territories, and the question is often why? Why don't we have that data also for the territories? And in your report, it says it is because of our small population.
I'm glad to see there's some action, but it's really long overdue. And Guam particularly suffers from these effects, and SNAP payments are based on the federal property and consumer price data, and the approach not taken for any of the states. So this lack of composite data hinders our efforts to identify needed resources.
And you can watch the oversight hearing in its entirety. Just visit this story on KUAM.com.
Biba Chamoru, for nearly 2 decades, Chief Rao Academy has been planting the seeds to preserve the Chamoru language and culture.
That's right. Now flourishing into a charter school, their growth and impact look to bear fruit for generations to come.
Un histórica lenguaje na momento para ikuturan i Manhumoru. A historic moment for the Chamoru language and culture. The first immersion charter school, Magalahan Harao Chamoru Academy Charter School, getting the green light to establish by the Guam Academy Charter School Council. This achievement follows nearly 2 decades of immersion work in the community through Chief Harao Academy, founded by Anne-Marie Arceo.
This is a long time coming, and this is a great step in acknowledging who we are as the Chamoru people, as the indigenous people of Guam.
The immersion charter will serve grades pre-K 3 through 5th grade with a curriculum said to reflect the unique cultural heritage and educational needs of the indigenous Chamoru community.
We want to look at doing our curriculum from an indigenous perspective and integrating all those things of math, science, to implement it in the Chamoru ways of life, in cooking and in building canoes, having math and measurement integrate into all those areas, for example, or even doing science through planting and using our zoamti and our surohana skills or knowledge.
Meantime, strengthening fluency in the Chamoru language will be done through the transitional dual immersion.
Which means that from pre-K 3, 4, and kinder, we'll use 100% Chamoru.
And for 1st through 5th graders,
more like a 50-50, and then grow it every year as the months go by and the children become more fluent, then we start moving and increasing the target language, which will be Chamoru.
Arceo is currently in New Zealand visiting the pioneers of immersion to research curriculum. Meantime, Magalahan Harao Chamoru Academy Charter School is slated to open its doors in mid-August, school year 2024-2025, at the former San Vicente Catholic School in Barragata.
Well, about 40 people from the Marianas now living in the States made up Guma Sanlagu Siha at the 13th Festival of Pacific Arts and Culture.
Regional correspondent Tomas Manglotnia caught up with them in Hawaii about what the experience has meant. Here's more.
We came together as Guma Sanlagu Siha, 3, 4, 5 different Gumas across the States. We wanted just to have them experience all of our island cultures throughout with the 27 island nations here. We wanted to make sure that they had the ability to see the differences, the similarities, and be proud of where they're from.
Heidi Kenga with the Katuran Chamorro Foundation in Long Beach, California, along with about 40 other people with ties to the Marianas, united to represent those off-island at the 13th FestPac in Hawaii. Like some on the trip, it's Janice Leon Guerrero Cruz's first FestPac. She lives in San Diego, California.
This is my very first FestPac, and it is meaningful to me because I'm able to bring kids from Chamorro children from San Diego, California, who have never experienced not only Guam but never experienced an island. And the key takeaway for them is that this is the first time that they were able to see our brothers and sisters from Guam and CNMI dance, chant, and sing live. And so it's very special for us.
Daniel Mendiola and Trisha McDermott are based in Texas. They share what the experience has meant to them.
And now I'm just here enjoying the festivities as a spectator and representing our culture and learning a lot more.
So this is my first FestPac, and my key takeaway was being able to spend it with everybody present, such as our Gumas and Lagu, and to see all the dance groups from back home come out here from the Marianas. It's been a pleasure watching them perform.
Tomas Manglotnia, KUAM News, Hawaii.
Well, attention fashion enthusiasts in the CNMI, get ready for the grand opening of Threads Guam in Saipan. With the expansion of its 4th store, fashionistas can explore a diverse range of stylish apparel, footwear, and accessories to find your perfect look. With personalized styling services and genuine island hospitality, you're sure to enjoy an elevated shopping experience and feel empowered to embrace your individuality and express yourself confidently.
Yeah, if you want to do all that, you can discover the latest trends at Threads Guam in Saipan this Saturday, June 15th at the Townhouse Shopping Center in Chalankanoa. Now for a look at your world at home.
here's a view captured of the sunset as we pull into the Hagat Marina.
Está aqui finatan mommy.
Something is calling, and I can't help it. That's not the wrong when there ain't no soul. Watch me as I go. This is my mood when I make a move. Watch me as I go. This is my mood when let's take a break. There's no use. This is my mood when I make a move. This is my mood when
You think KFC's new pizza isn't pizza because it's made with crispy fried chicken? You think the marinara, mozzarella, and pepperoni aren't enough? Well, you're right. It's not pizza. It's chizza. Only at KFC.
Keep the smile on your face. The moments you can't replace, and I'll be around. Whoa. You can count on me. You can count on me for life.
Wherever life takes you, we're always here for you. Calvo's Insurance. Count on us for life.
Guam is truly a majestic place with its sheer natural beauty, wealth of beaches, and culturally rich landscape. Unfortunately, Guam has a real problem with unwanted invasive species. Help us in preventing their introduction and spread. the coconut rhinoceros beetle, the little fire ant, the African snail, Siam weed. These are just a few of the numerous invasives on Guam. Follow proper custom procedures when bringing plants and animals into Guam.
Help protect Guam. Tell your family and friends about invasive species.
To report invasive species, call 475-PEST.
Foodie Call is brought to you by Pepsi. That's what I like.
Howdy guys, welcome back to another edition of Foodie Calls. Today we're here at KFC in Summoning to try out one of their limited time specials, their cheesa. Not pizza, cheesa. So come follow me. Alright guys, so now we finally have our cheesa. Well, just like the poster, it's not pizza, it's cheesa. And we have a side of fries to go with that. So we have two very, very beautiful looking chicken, and it's topped with pizza sauce, mozzarella, and pepperoni. I feel like the only way to eat this is like a pizza, so let's go try it out. It's hot. Right here. Honestly, I have no idea what to expect from this, but we'll just give it a try. Wait a minute. That's really good. I did not know what I was gonna expect. It tastes like chicken parm. Like, if you're a fan of chicken parm, this is really good. Obviously, first impression, if you think of fried chicken mixed with pizza, you would think it's too salty, but I really don't think so. KFC did a really good job balancing the flavors on this one. You got a slight saltiness from the chicken, and then the pizza sauce is like tangy, and the cheese makes it creamy, and the pepperoni just adds a bit more flavor to it. And of course, I can't forget about our Pepsi. All right guys, and that's it for today's edition of Foodie Calls. Don't forget, the cheesa at KFC is only available for a limited time, so make sure you guys try it. And like I said, it's not pizza, it's cheesa. Shout out to KFC and Pepsi for sponsoring the segment, and we'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Foodie Call is brought to you by Pepsi. That's what I like.
EIF is coming back on the 22nd. Make sure to check out the Electric Island Festival. $50 for admission for 18 plus and $90 for 21 plus. Truncate, Lumberjack, other talented DJs are going to take over Plaza de España at sundown. Save the date and mark your calendars because the Micronesia Music Festival is happening on July 27th. That's right after Liberation Day. It's at the Valley of the Lati in Talofofo. Jonah Hanum, Trey Cunningham, and so many more of our friends are going to be playing there. And then in honor of Sinamai Ocean Month on June 19th, the Saipan Beach Cleanup event is going to be held. Please make sure to check it out and clean up our region. That's what's happening for News Bites. Everybody have a safe weekend.
Now to your Cold Stone Creamery Birthday Club shout-outs submitted on KUAM.com.
And the winner of a yummy ice cream cake.
Happy birthday to two of our neighbors, and we all hope that Esme Juliana, who celebrates birthday number 12, and Caitlin Rose Pareto are blowing out the candles today and are celebrated by their family and friends. Esme, your birthday says, happy blessed 12th birthday. We love you. Say Mom, Dad, Tressa, Seth, Isa, Kane, and Kamya. And Caitlin, happy birthday to Caitlin. Love your mom, Vincent, and the Pareto family over in Jotnia. We hope that both of you had a fantastic day, and we hope that Jerry Tyron, who we hope is watching right now, has an extended wonderful birthday because she is the winner of this week's Cold Stone Creamery ice cream cake, and we will reach out to Jerry and her family to let them know when they can pick up their prize. Congratulations, and we hope you have a wonderful island weekend.
Congratulations on that win there, and happy birthday to all of you celebrating out there. Also, happy Daddy's Day.
Oh, happy Daddy's Day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
That's your prime. Oh, sorry, go ahead.
Happy Father's Day, everybody.
Hey, okay, well, that's your primetime show. Thanks for watching. I'm Nick Delgado.
And I'm Destiny Cruz. Have a safe weekend and stay beautiful.
Half a day and aloha from Hawaii at the 13th Festival of Pacific Arts and Culture. I'm regional correspondent Tomas Manglonia reporting from Hawaii as we've spent the past few days following Team Guam and Team NMI at the world's largest celebration of our people right here in Hawaii. First up, we bring you a look at the beginning of the ceremony and arrivals of the delegates. The last group of delegates from Northern Marianas and Guam have arrived in Hawaii for FestPac. It's Rhoda Weaver Antonelli Rosario's first time at the largest Indigenous Pacific Islander celebration.
We're really excited to be here in the FestPac to showcase what Rhoda has and what the Chile may have to share with this other islander, to share our knowledge and skill to the next generation that are coming up.
That next generation includes 17-year-old dancer Alexandra Castro from Tanapag in Saipan. She said it was her first time to leave Saipan and fly on an airplane.
Honestly, I feel very honored because I'm very in touch with my culture because of this experience. And also because, it was my family before me and now I'm here. And after them representing for so long, it's me. I hope that I can, continue this legacy with my kids too.
Raquel Agan from Tinian shares that passion for her culture as one of the 60 dancers representing the NMI.
The day has finally come. It's very exciting for us to be here after the couple of months of countless hours and late night practices and blisters and all the hard work. We're finally happy to finally be here to showcase what we have put together.
Aloha, half a day as we report from the 13th Festival of Pacific Arts and Culture in Hawaii. We got a chance to meet Guam and CNMI delegates as they arrived to the island. Hawaii is set to host the 13th FestPac with more than 2,000 delegates from Pacific nations arriving this week. The Guam delegation chanted upon their arrival, marking the start of the cultural exchange at the world's largest gathering of Indigenous Pacific Islanders. It's Martha Tenorio's first FestPac. The Weaver from Telefofo hopes to help Guam shine on the global stage. You're here.
Yay! Oh my God, we're so excited. It's going to be so amazing. Even on the plane over here, they recognized that there were all of our groups coming in from different island countries for FestPac, and the energy even in the plane was so exciting. Everyone said, Biba, we're here. And we can't wait to showcase all the talent and skills that Guam has.
Guam Council on the Arts and Humanities Director Angie Taitagui shares the excitement.
We just want to bring it on and show everybody that we did it in 2016 and we're going to do it here in Hawaii.
Performing artist Shannon McManus also just arrived ahead of the festival.
We feel Gov Banidosuit, just representing Wahan in the Marianas, to be here in our larger Micronesia family, our larger family of Oceania. We're so blessed, we feel honored, and we feel ready to just show the beauty of our people.
Representation at FestPac is super important because this is where you share about who we are, what we are.
introduce the nations, I want you to know we have never seen anything or experienced anything like this in Hawaii.
Welcome to Kmart, your 24-hour superstore since 1995. Always there for you day or night. At Kmart, we're committed to offering you an extensive selection of products at prices you won't find anywhere else. From the essential to the exceptional, our aisles are alive with possibility. Bloom with confidence, style, and savings this spring. Discover stylish clothing that fits your budget without compromising on quality. From trendy pieces to timeless classics, find the perfect look for every member of your family without spending a fortune. Then pamper yourself with our selection of essentials from nourishing shampoos to rejuvenating beauty products and soaps. And let imagination soar with our selection of toys and games for kids of all ages. At Kmart, experience the thrill of discovery as you explore our aisles, filled with a variety of quality products that cater to your every need. From groceries to home goods to outdoor essentials, we are the ultimate one-stop shop. Dive into an unparalleled shopping experience where quality, variety, and savings await at every turn. Shop smart, save big at Kmart, your 24-hour superstore.
Welcome back to another episode of Sinamai Weekly and our special coverage of FestPac 2024 in Hawaii. Here's more of our trip and coverage.
I love meeting the Pacific families around the globe, and I love it. What I'm wearing, we call it likututur in our culture, Carolinian. It's likututur. We can use it anywhere, in weddings, important occasions, and dancing, especially when we do buay and mass. This is what we use to present ourselves out there for our culture.
I hope that this will also motivate all of us to joint action to take care of each other. And that's what I think it is going to do. That's what I'm hoping.
In a way, it kind of feels like we're all coming together and, celebrating one another. It's very powerful.
I think that we have to be here to be visible for our people and to, have stories to tell and just make friends with like everyone else. I mean, it's great to be here and see our Chamorro people.
I feel like I've never been prouder to be Pacific Islander. To see like all of these Pacific Island nations come together. It's this massive coalition of like Pacific Islander pride, and I felt very overwhelmed. And so I feel super proud.
It's the sound of carvers from across the Pacific working under one tent outside the Bishop Museum in Hawaii. Each nation at the 13th Festival of Pacific Arts and Culture carefully cuts and shapes their pieces.
We're tasked to carve a 14-foot long steering paddle for the double hull canoe.
For NMI carvers Tyler and Albert, it's a first-time experience for them at the world's largest celebration of Indigenous Pacific Islanders, and something they've been working toward for a long time.
It's so exciting to be here, especially my first time here in Hawaii. So I've been seeing different kind of people, learning different kind of things from the other countries. So it's good. It's an opportunity for me to learn more. I feel awesome being around all the carvers and learning from them, talking with them, eating with them. We're staying here together also, and it's a one-of-a-kind experience, and I'm very grateful and honored to be here to represent Saipan.
It's an experience that Guam carver Robert Taichano Jr. carries on from his late father.
My dad, the master, just passed 2022, so we're just reviving the culture, I'm just filling in his spot, and, it's fun to represent Guam. It's all everybody collaborating and then, all working together. Right now it's been all positive vibes ever since we got here, and that's how we like to keep it, And then, you could collaborate all your art together and learn some things too.
Guam's auto appearance specialist, Elegant Reflections, has been providing the automotive industry with professional detailing and car care products at its highest quality, from complete detailing, full interior detailing, exterior detailing, headlamp restoration, hand washing, seat and carpet shampoo, engine degreasing, undercarriage cleaning, paint sealant, fabric protection, paint oxidation removal, and so much more. Visit us at our new location. Call 646-5555 for an appointment. Elegant Reflections, Guam's auto appearance specialist, over 20 years of experience.
The innovation you've been waiting for is here. Built on the 16X Cheez-It platform, it's the first flavor matrix stable enough to make a Cheez-It tostada possible, and cheesy enough to power the Crunch Wrap. Because if you want to change the world, you have to bring something big to the table. Think big.
And we continue our special episode of Sinamai Weekly from FestPac 2024 in Hawaii. Here's more of what Team Sinamai and Team KUAM are up to. KUAM first met these dancers in May during their practice on Saipan. Now the Northern Mariana Islands delegation is on the big stage at FestPac in Hawaii, performing for crowds in the center of Waikiki and various other venues since the celebration began.
It feels really amazing just because it's my first time in a really big country, and majority of my dancers too, this is their first time too, so to have the same experience as them is like really, there's no word that can explain how I feel and how they feel, because we're both actually experiencing the same thing.
They're performing at the largest gathering of indigenous Pacific Islanders, joining a long lineup of dancers showing the movements of the Pacific every day of the festival.
I feel like we finally settled into a groove. The first performances were really intimidating, especially going on after so many other nations had presented what they had prepared. But now that we've been performing every day for a few days around Waikiki and Honolulu, I think we're finding our stride, and now we can really let loose and enjoy ourselves, relax a little bit, and just really finally listen to the words instead of just doing the motions.
About 60 Chamoru and Carolinian dancers are part of the NMI's 100 delegates. Thank you so much to everyone who took time to speak with us. We'll have more from FestPac 2024 right after this.
Is KFC's new Cheetza pizza?
Fried chicken? That's a pizza.
That's right. It's not pizza. It's Cheetza. Only at KFC.
Mabuhay! Join KUAM Digital this June for Kamayan, a digital feature celebrating Filipino food and delicacies in honor of Philippine Independence Month. Join us on the social media platforms of KUAM for this weekly feature showcasing the rich culinary heritage of the Philippines. Discover the tastes and the tales of Filipino gastronomy with Kamayan, a series that will have you saying Masarap only on KUAM Digital. Presented by Pepsi, That's What I Like, and Panic 45. Now offering the Taste of Philippines brunch buffets, Tuesday through Friday, 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. at their Tumon location.
I wanna live and feel like chase my dreams in the sky, oh, in my pursuit of happiness. Oh,
to all the dads who help us live our happy Father's Day.
Honey, do you want some milk?
Do you ever wonder how your favorite products make their way into your local stores? Most arrive on state-of-the-art Matson vessels that transport containers of food, household items, equipment, and supplies into the islands every week. Because we know that you depend on us, we work closely with our partners to ensure that our shipments arrive on time, all the time, so you can find your favorite products when you need them. We transport the region's most precious cargo that supports successful businesses and promotes a better quality of life for our families. Matson is proud to have been the hometown shipping carrier for Guam, the CNMI, and Micronesia for the past 25 years, and you can count on us to be here for generations to come.
Don't miss the special encore broadcast of the Guam Women's Chamber of Commerce and Guam Hotel and Restaurant Association's Primary Candidates Forum in prime time, Wednesday, June 19th at 7 p.m. on KUAM TV8. Get to know where senatorial and congressional candidates stand on the issues before you make your decision. Part of KUAM News' commitment to keeping you informed is your news leader.
Welcome back to another episode of CNMI Weekly and our special coverage of FestPac 2024 in Hawaii. Here's more of our trip and coverage. The Northern Marianas Humanities Council and Humanities Guahan officially inked an MOU with the America Samoa Humanities Council and Hawaii Council for the Humanities, forming the Pacific Islands Humanities Network at a regional meeting amid the 13th FestPac in Hawaii. Shelley Lowe is the chair of the National Endowment for the Humanities.
And we are just really excited to be able to provide new funding to these councils for convenings and technical assistance, and to create a regional cultural network and forum.
Deputy Assistant to the President and AANHPI Senior Liaison, Erica Moritsugu, echoed that sentiment from the White House.
The Biden-Harris administration also understands that culture is the backbone of our societies, and we continue to promote, celebrate, preserve, and to uplift our own Pacific heritage as we deepen our cooperation with our Pacific Island partners.
The MOU includes 4 overall goals: foster a culture of knowledge sharing and collaboration, amplify Pacific Islander community voices and perspectives, especially as it pertains to cultural protection and climate resilience, facilitate humanities capacity building and professional development, and strengthen community engagement and outreach. The Northern Marianas Humanities Council and Humanities Guahan shared their comments on a panel before the signing.
We always talked about wanting this network to elevate Pacific Island voices, and your work to put this together and other events for us here in Hawaii and FestPac has really helped us to do that.
I think something I challenge the agencies and those here to do is to think about ways to make it accessible for us and make it accessible for others.
Hafiday, hello everyone, aloha from Hawaii. We're in the Kualoa area with 500 sales at the 13th Festival of Pacific Arts and Culture. KUAM News reported live from the Pacific Ocean at FestPac's traditional voyaging festival over the weekend. We joined 500 sales, all-female crew as they brought 4 canoes from Saipan to the event. Crew member Marjorie Atalig Daria is from Tinian.
We have Chamoru in the distance, who's made out of a redwood log. She's also done in the Chamoru design. We have Iladahau, who's not here on the sail in the waters right now. And we have Nekayela, which is the Carolinian canoe, sailed by the guidance of Master Navigator Mario Benito. And we have Antioba under Andrea Carr's guidance.
Daria was joined by Magas Andrea Carr and other crew members April Rapecki, Sofia Perez, Jenny Chia, with delegates Francesca De Oro and Eva Agan Cruz at the traditional canoes opening ceremony at the start of FestPac.
I think we made history. You know, this is the first time Sinamai has joined FestPac with canoes, for one thing, and then to have a canoe dedicated to an all-female crew, I think is historic. So it's been amazing. You know, we were the first to land and arrive onto Hawaii's shores.
KUAM spoke to some of those history-making crew members.
I feel that we're not just representing the Pamalawan of the CNMI, but we're also representing the Marianas. We're representing Hawaii. I had so many Hawaiian ladies come and give their support, encouragement, and how much they are proud of us for being here as females. And so I really feel that we're not just a small CNMI representation, but we are representing half of the population of the earth.
I think it's important because when I think about how isolated each of our island nations are, it's the canoes that bring us together, you know, and that just traces back to thousands of years ago.
It took a lot of work from a lot of different people to get us here.
Master Navigator Mario Benito said it's an honor to bring a Carolinian canoe to join the celebration.
Sailing with the flying proa together, we're showing people that we're, you know, like one family. We're seafarers from Micronesia. It doesn't matter if you're, you know, like from Tuvalu or from Guam or IAP. We have the same interest, you know, like in seafarings, and that's why, you know, like I really want to do this for the young generation to learn.
The event made history in more ways than one.
Just to be amongst all these different canoes, the organizer was just saying that she thinks this may have been the most canoes that have been here in over 100 years at one time.
Thank you so much for joining us on this special episode of CNMI Weekly from Hawaii. I'm Tomas Manglonia. We'll see you right here, same time, different place next week.